Round overhand right connects by Lopez. He's been the more effective in terms of the power shots early on. Good movement by Lopez. Of course, Maidana's quote was he wanted to get into a brawl. If Lopez is willing, this is going to be a toe-to-toe slugfest from start to finish.
Great. So far, Lopez boxing a very smart first round.
Under a minute remaining in the opening frame. And thus far, it's been the tale of two jabs with a couple of nice right hands by Lopez, but there's a right hand by Maidana, and in close, and Lopez with a right hand, and talking to Lopez's trainer, Henry Ramirez, Al, he was talking about the fact that Maidana, as we saw against Soto Canas, can be chippy at times, and he said, you know what, we're going to fight fire with fire.
Well, that's if he does some illegal things. That was a nice legal right hand by Maidana, and let's say that's the big punch they have to worry about.
Oh, and a nice combination by Lopez, three-punch combo.
That's the thing about these guys. They can try to box each other, but their natural instinct, as soon as they start hitting each other, is to fight.
Left hook to the body by Lopez. So perhaps a sign of things to come in the opening 3 minutes here in Carson, California.
We talked about Maidana like running the jab. 44 of his 58 punches were jabs, and they're getting at it here in round two.
Right hand lands by Maidana again at close quarters. They tussle along the ropes. The referee, Dr. Lou Moret, breaking them apart. Double jab from Maidana. Reigning trainer of the year, Robert Garcia in Maidana's corner. Henry Ramirez, who actually had Lopez stay with them during this training camp. Lopez has been through some tumultuous times in his life as well, as we have documented here on Showtime. His father was incarcerated on drug charges, then deported to Mexico, just across the border. They see him on occasion.
And while they're trying to get him that deportation thing turned around, Lopez said, during my training camp, I don't think about that, I don't deal with that, that'll come after.
See Lopez trying to box Maidana here, but he's a little bit jumpy, like he wants to do more. And that's a temptation for a guy who's not used to boxing, who's used to
stun him to stop him.
He just hurt him with a final minute of the third round. Lopez catching some of those punches with his gloves, but Maidana swarming him aggressively on the attack. Maidana sneaks the jab through the guard, left hook to the body, upstairs with the right hand. And Maidana beginning to, and Lopez says, hey, bring it, I like it, let's go. And there's Lopez coming back with a combination of his own.
And that's the thing, Lopez not shy about fighting.
Forget about boxing, he's more interested in brawling.
You might as well go out on your shield here. Lopez said, you know what, I'm a fighter.
And that's exactly what he did against Alvarez. Ramirez wanted to stop it after round 4. Lopez says, the least allow me to go out of my shield. And that's what he did.
Combined record. He's been in against tough men.
And now Lopez hurting Maidana along the ropes. Maidana trying to avoid the attack, but Lopez connected.
You know what? Lopez's main instinct is to fight, and he's having much more success fighting than he is with boxing. He might as well fight. It's better for him, and it's better for us.
And Lopez unleashing another three-punch combination as we take a look at the total power punches.
Both men landing power punches, and now
it's in place for a combustible contest, and they are blowing it up here. Round 4, under 2 minutes remaining.
This is the 4th fight at welterweight for Maidana, and he's finding it difficult right now against Lopez, who, of course, is relatively new to this division as well.
And left hook to the body, the left hook upstairs, staggers Maidana. Lopez lands a right.
Lopez heading to the body.
Maidana, he's hurt the body. Ruling it. He did rule it a knockdown. Wow.
But Maidana went to hold. He went to hold because he was hurt.
Now Maidana forced wants to be the boxer, trying to use that jab that they've worked so hard on to keep Lopez at bay.
That's the thing. It's hard to recover from those body shots. He's still recovering, I'm telling you. He's not looking to overthrow too many punches right now.
I would say the crowd is trying to blow the roof off this place, but there is no roof. We're in the great outdoors. And fistic fireworks on display at the power punches. In this round thus far, a huge edge for Lopez.
Well, he has landed some amazing shots.
He shut him out practically.
Counter right hand there. Still showing some timing as well as the brawling.
Double jab as well. 30 seconds left in the round. And there's a jab from Maidana. Maidana not panicking, using the jab again, trying to find the distance, but gets tagged twice with a straight right hand by the Riverside Rocky.
Two of them.
And another jab, and Lopez. It's all Lopez in round 4. A couple of left hooks to the body.
Wow.
What a fight, what a night here in Carson, California. Bounce back here in round 5. A man with potent punching power. 30 of his 33 victories have come inside the distance.
Well, don't count Maidana out. This is a guy who was down against both Victor Ortiz and Amir Khan and gave them both hell.
He was down 3 times against Ortiz.
He rebounds
Unofficial
well.
Showtime scoring through 4 rounds.
We are all in total agreement. And Steve, why do we see this as a draw?
Both guys have had so many great moments of power punching. I never thought Lopez could win this type of fight against a bigger puncher in Maidana.
And Lopez beginning to assert himself again with the combination punching. Maidana coming through with the left and the right through the guard. But it's been Lopez busier and more proficient.
There's a slight adjustment on Lopez's part. He's still using his legs for defense, which is good because it's throwing Maidana's timing off. Yet when he gets offensive, it's not just the jab and a right hand. He's unloading a violent combination every time, and that kind of controls Maidana.
He's doing what Ramirez wanted, throwing punches that matter, then moving, and it's working for him right now.
Exactly. While early on, he was moving, but he wasn't making the punches count when he was landing them.
That's
a minute 11 left in the 5th round. A back-and-forth battle, just as anticipated, between Josesito Lopez and Marcos Maidana. Lopez came in 2 pounds under the welterweight limit, but so far, hanging in there with Maidana, who is 2-1 at 147. Remember, Lopez started lightweight, went to junior welterweight, jumped up 2 weight classes to face Alvarez, but looking very comfortable here at 147 as Maidana back on the attack.
This has been a pretty competitive round.
A right hand by Maidana hurts Lopez.
Yeah, and that was evidence of it right there.
Oh, a couple of ripping left hooks to the body. The uppercut by Maidana. Lopez on the ropes, needs to get out of there. Maidana teeing off.
This is what I mean about Maidana. He comes back.
And Lopez unable to counter off the ropes as we've seen him do in the past. Maidana putting the leather on Lopez here in the final seconds of round number 5.
He rolled that right hand.
And now what about Josesito Lopez absorbing punishment along the ropes, but really showing that he is both a boxer and a brawler.
Well, we talk about the right hand of Maidana, but the left hook to the body helped set things up.
And there's that right hand from Maidana on cue, and here's a furious exchange. Lead left hook by Lopez. Maidana backs away, still working behind the jab, not forgetting the basic fundamental. As we take a look at our social media from Sammy J, already a top candidate for Fight of the Year. There have been many of them here at the Home Depot Center.